Hi, good morning. Namaste. Thank you so much for your love and support. Here we are again with another episode. So today is a little bit devotional. So we are here at the temple. This temple is located in Hosur, nearby Bangalore. It's hardly 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers, 40 minutes of ride or 1 hour of ride. And this temple called, it's a Vishnu temple actually. So in this place, there are three temples, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So all three temples are located in within the vicinity of 5 kilometers. So if you have a place, kindly check it out. I mean, this places are really cool and with the positive vibes. So today we are going to talk about a little bit devotional and about the temples and all that. So here Danuja with me again, and say hi to our viewers.
Hello.
Yep. So you had breakfast.
Huh?
What you had?
We had puri.
Puri. I had dosa, and our cameraman had idli. Hi. Okay. So we thought of explore a little bit about the temples and their importance. So Dhananjay here with us. So he wanna would tell us the importance of temples and what are these positive vibes, how temples are built. So let's get into the topic, guys. And please subscribe to our page, follow, comment, share, and love us. Okay. Yeah. So why do you think temples are important?
Temples are the place of positive energies.
Hmm.
When you enter into a temple, that's a different kind of energy. You always when once you enter the temple,
Yeah.
there is some energy or entity that's gonna help you to come out of your fear, your depression.
Hmm.
So energies are different in temple. Okay, because
Yeah.
the temples are built in that the way
Yeah.
the positive energies are always concentrated there.
Hmm.
So that's why we whenever we feel sad or we don't feel good, we go to temple to
Okay.
get some good energies.
So is it like these elders when they are building
Mm.
these temples and
Mm.
all, they particularly choose one place
Yes.
where this positive,
Mm.
vibration or energy is located,
Yes.
right? Oh, that's really nice. And also, what is the Dwajastamba about? Like each
uh,
and every temple, will have one Dwajastamba, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So Dwajastamba, it's like a energy source of a god. It's a
Oh.
power. It's where the power of god is concentrated. Okay, it's also it's termed as our cardiac limbs. Okay,
Oh.
so we have 32 limbs, so the
Hmm.
same way the Dwajastamba has 32 rings. Okay,
Wow. I
so
never know. I never know. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
so those things are for the energy. That's a energy place, and
Mhm.
when we enter the temple,
Mhm.
we pass through those energies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you have seen some temples have where negative entities doesn't enter to not in some all the temples negative entity doesn't enter.
Mm-hmm.
And you have seen the places where actually where in movies you would have seen like bhuta preta,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
those things, so ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ.
Mm-hmm.
Reason is those positive energies.
Those
Okay,
positive
those
energies.
positive energies are there. That's a power source of a god.
Hmm.
Okay, and when you go inside the temple, that's
Hmm.
a more concentrated place. Okay, so it's a totally basically complete thing.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
energy start from the Dwajastambha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really nice. That's really nice. I mean, I'm just saying it now. So maybe there will be a place or a city without library, but there won't be any place without a temple, right? Directly or indirectly, see, temples are become a part of our life, right? They became a part of our life, which is a really nice thing. And there are few temples like you are also now aware of those temples where people visit those temples irrespective of their religion, right? Like for an example, Balaji temple in Tirupati, and Shabarimala. I've seen different people, it's all about the belief, right? It's all about the belief. So when you have kind of a difficult situations or hard time going on in your life, where people believes in one god, and they'll go to those temples with that uh, like what we say, with that positive thought, like god will take care of us, right? That's a really nice thing. And so, what are the famous temples that you have visited till now?
I have visited a lot of temple because I'm a
Wow.
devotee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I first thing you said, like, the irrespective of religion,
Mm-hmm.
irrespective of anything.
Mm-hmm.
See, our God never said you're from different religion.
Yeah.
He always treated everyone as a kid.
Mm.
Okay. So, and one more thing, Tirupati Balaji is staying in the so far, and he's in the
Yes.
so top.
Mm.
ನನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಐದು ನಿಮಿಷದ ಇಲ್ಲ 5 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಷಣಿಕ
Yeah.
ಸುಖ ಅನ್ನೋದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ,
Mm.
ಆ ಸುಖ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ.
Mm.
ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇನ್ ಶಬರಿಮಲ,
Yeah, yeah.
ಯು ವಾಕ್ ಯು ವಾಕ್
I
ಫಾರ್
mean,
ಸೋ
that's
ಲಾಂಗ್.
a higher phase of devotion, right?
Mm.
Where people are go by foot. Oh my God, that's really something
So
else.
one more thing, that
Yeah.
when you say about religion on this, when I never visited Shabrimala,
Mm-hmm.
but I have heard and I have seen
Mm-hmm.
there is a mosque. Before
Okay.
going to the Shabrimala, they enter that mosque. Whoever
Wow.
put the mala,
Uh-huh.
they go inside the mosque. From
Uh-huh.
there, they go to the Shabrimala,
Wow.
because there was one devotee who was worshipping Ayap Swami like that.
Mm.
So where he is a part of that worship.
Oh,
Okay.
isn't it really amazing? Oh, nice.
And one more thing about the famous temple, that is Puri Jagannath,
Oh,
where
I heard a lot of stories about this temple, man.
that's something which is beyond science, beyond our knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, but there is every year when Rath Yatra happens,
Uh-huh.
the Ratha stops at one place
Okay.
because of one Muslim devotee who was a true devotee of Jagannath.
Wow.
So he wanted to see Jagannath, but due to some reasons, he went to some other place, and he
Okay.
fell sick. He cannot come back to the place.
Uh-huh.
Until he came back, the Ratha never went away from there.
Incredible.
So
Ah.
then once after he recovered from his disease, he came back. Then the Ratha moved. Still till date, this happens. The Ratha stops there.
Even now.
Yes,
Wow.
Lord Jagannath waits there for
Uh-huh.
his devotees, and then he move on. Okay. And the temples I have visited, I have went to my boss temple, which is in Kishkinda,
Uh-huh.
Gangavati,
Uh-huh.
which is birthplace of Hanuman, which we
Okay.
say.
Uh-huh.
So that is
Gangavati,
also,
which state?
it's in Karnataka only.
Karnataka only.
Mm.
Okay.
So it's in Karnataka, Gangavati. It's
Uh-huh.
where Tungabhadri river goes.
Uh-huh.
So those places.
Okay.
So it's near Hampi.
Hampi. Oh,
Mm.
Hampi also a beautiful place, right? A lot of temples.
So if you go to
I've
Hampi, you
been there,
will
yeah.
see a lot of things which is like you can't imagine.
Yes, yes, yes.
Once you go to any top of the hill,
Uh-huh.
if you look around, the
Uh-huh.
hills look like the, what we say, Marlin Rashi Tara Kanch. Whenever he used to jump from one of the stones,
Uh-huh.
it used to get finished there.
I mean,
Means,
you're like broke.
ಸೊ
Ah.
ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೋಕ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಗರಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪುಡಿ ಪುಡಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು.
Uh-huh.
So if you go to Hampi and if you stand on the any top of the hill and if you look around,
Uh.
just looks like it's all broken down.
Collapsed
Hmm.
or broken or something like that.
So it looks like the same. So
Uh-huh.
that's how the things are. Okay. So
Nice.
these are the temples, and I have been to
We're talking about Hampi, right?
mm,
Yeah, Hampi. I happen to be in there. I
mm,
think during it's my graduation.
mm,
I was stunned by the sculptures and all this beauty. And I mean, those temples actually, give you a knowledge about like about different things.
yes,
Not only about devotion, it also gives a,
history.
history and a different kind of knowledge about which is required for the teenagers.
Yes.
I seen those are. I mean, there are some beautiful sculptures inside that Garbhagudi
Mm,
where I got stunned. I was looking at the sculpture like for 2 minutes completely, and even I took some photos. Hampi is one of the best place,
yes.
one of the best place, even though it's got damaged by this wars and all by the kings, but still it's a beautiful place, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And there is a place nearby Bangalore,
Mm.
Lepachi. Have you ever been there?
Ah,
You been there?
it's a different kind of temple
Yeah,
where
man.
you can see the miracles.
Yeah. There is something called Ekashila,
Mm.
Lord
Ekashila's temple.
Shiva's
Ah,
statue with
mm,
serpents, and it's
mm,
it's really nice.
mm,
And we heard many stories that That particular sculpture is, done within a single rock.
Mm.
And I think they started in the morning, and by afternoon, before the lunchtime, they actually finished it. These are the stories that we heard, because I belongs to that place, and this place is roughly 30 kilometers away from
Mm.
my hometown, and we used to go there frequently.
Mm.
And you can see a big foot also inside the temple, where there will be a water always, and it's a rock, it's a pure rock, but on top of that you will see water all the time. And some say that it's a foot of Sita, and some say it's actually foot of Lord Hanuma. So there are different stories about that. And one of the best place where I think world's, I'm not sure, world's largest Nandi, or one of the largest Nandi in India. That Nandi is actually biggest Nandi. And
Mm.
actually the Nandi is, if you actually check that place, right, next to the main road, the Nandi is there. But if you go, and the temple is on the top of the hill,
Mm.
but if you go to the temple, and from there you can see the Nandi, straight
Mm.
line. I mean, that kind of building, temples in a way is really a next level science, I can say. I
Mm.
mean, now we have a lot of like what we say, lot of technology and all, but during back then, I mean, I don't know how these guys are actually built with like, a perfect, measurements and all that, right?
That's still a thing where people say these modern equipments
Mm-hmm.
now it came and they build now whatever's the buildings or
Yeah.
the constructions we see, it's by use of this modern equipments.
Mm-hmm.
But when we go back to our ancient times and see these sculptures,
Mm-hmm.
it's something we can't imagine that it was there 5,000, 6,000 years ago. Where was the modern technology?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was not never there. So they built it, how they built it, still it's a miracle for us because we don't
Yeah.
know.
Huh.
Okay, so we haven't seen how these things built. That's why they come up with the alien thing. Alien came and built, but it was not an
I don't know. I
alien.
don't believe in that shit,
It
man.
was not an
I don't
alien.
really believe
It
it.
was
Do
our
you believe in that shit?
ancestors.
Do you really believe that the aliens, came and they built the temples? Why do aliens build the temples? Tell me one thing. Is there any possibility? Why alien, worship a human god?
That's what. So see, Bhukailasa is the one of the biggest temple which is built in one rock. One
Bukailas. So where is that?
Bhukailas.
Like, where is it located?
It's I forgot the location, but if you Google it,
Bukailas. I heard a movie
so
name actually. With this.
it's made out of one single stone.
Single rock.
Means
God
single
damn
rock.
it. Oh,
It's not built like this. It is built inside. Means
like
it's
this.
carved in single
Oh, okay, okay.
single
I
this one.
seen
If you have
this
seen,
temple
huh?
pictures in some news channel. Yeah.
So
Telangana. Wow, is it in Telangana? I don't know. I
no,
don't think so. Check it,
not
check it.
near, not
Where
near
is Bukala's
Telangana.
temple in India? They used to, decide the time and all by the shadow of this sun.
it's
Yeah.
it's not only about time or
Mm-hmm.
day. There
Mm-hmm.
is one more temple
Yeah.
which is carved with 12 stambas. Okay, the
12
12
stambas.
stambas.
What is it like? What's the name of the temple?
I need to. I'll let
The
you.
temple with 12 stambas.
So I'll tell you about
Pillars.
those
Yeah.
temple. The 12 stamba is tell about our 12 months, and
Ooh,
you
well,
know how
hey.
it is built.
Yeah.
If it's Jan,
Uh,
in Jan month, entire Jan month,
yeah.
that sun ray will be on the.
There you
That's
go.
the
Shringeri.
temple.
Oh, I've been to this place. Yeah.
So if you see the temple,
Hmm.
12 ಕಂಬಗಳು 12 ಕಂಬಗಳು 12 ತಿಂಗಳುಗಳು.
Hmm.
12 ತಿಂಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನವರಿಯ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣ ಜನವರಿ ಕಂಬದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ಕಿರಣ
Wow.
ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ
That's
ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇದು?
shit, dude. This is really something else, huh?
And Hampi, if you
Wow.
seen temple which plays musics,
Oh, I heard about this temple too. Yeah.
and these kind of temples are there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there are some temples which is discovered recently in Malleshwaram. If you
Okay.
have heard about it, they were
Malleshwaram in
digging.
Bangalore, Malleshwaram.
Yes, they were digging up.
Ah.
They were digging up.
Uh-huh.
One Nandi ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂತು.
Okay.
They started digging more. From that Nandi's mouth, water was coming. They
Ooh.
started digging more.
Okay.
The Nandi's
It's in our
water.
Bangalore.
Yes. So water
I'm
fell
gonna
on.
research it. Yeah.
So water fell on the Shivlinga, where Shivlinga was found. Then they started digging more. Entire temple came out.
Damn. So which means it's built like back then.
Yes.
and
which was
somehow
recently
it's just
discovered.
covered with a lot of mud and all that.
And one more thing is the water resource is still unknown, where from
Where
it
the
is
water is
coming,
coming
but
from?
it
In
is
that
known as,
Nandi's mouth, huh?
yes, but
Damn.
it is saying that that water is Ganga water. How do you think?
Ganga
This
water,
is
Ganga
Bangalore.
river you're talking about? Shit, that's
Bengaluru Ganga iri.
unbelievable, guys. Okay.
So that's
Where,
those.
where do you think like Ganga river connects to like to this Bangalore?
That's what our ancient architecture said.
Damn.
Okay.
Could you check like Ganga river from where to where it starts? Where Ganga river starts and where it goes? We'll check.
Ganga
Maybe
river,
it's somewhere where it
ನದಿ
connects
ಮೂಲ
to.
ಋಷಿ ಮೂಲ ನದಿ ಮೂಲ ಹುಡ್ಕೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಟ್ ಗಂಗಾ is something which started from the where Ganga came from Gangotri Glacier, Western Himalayas in Indian state of Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand. Okay. Himalayans. How man? I mean like it's really unbelievable.
That's what our ancient architecture structures are. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
It's really amazing.
there is one, the main structure I would like to tell about is
Yeah.
Odisha,
Mm.
our own Jagannath temple.
Okay.
Okay. So temple shadow never comes to the ground,
Oh.
the way it is built.
Okay.
And
This is Puri Jagannath temple, right? Okay.
So
Yeah.
temple hatra hodre, it is temple is near to the ocean. Okay. So
Ocean.
ocean is little far.
Mm.
So if you stand outside the temple,
Okay.
you can hear the ocean waves
Sound
clearly.
of ocean.
Sound is you can hear it.
Yeah.
If you enter inside the temple, means if you put your one leg inside the temple, the sound will be stopped.
Say that again. Say that again. So if you're outside the temple, you
Now
can.
just imagine, idu Puri Jagannath temple
Okay.
dwara, means
The entrance. Okay.
Okay. Here it's a ocean. So you are standing here. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಅಲೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Oh, the waves
now
of, yeah.
now ಈಗ ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲು ಇಡ್ತೀಯ ಒಳಗಡೆ, the wave sound will stop.
The moment you enter inside the temple, the sounds of the ocean, everything stops. Do you think there might be something like noise reduction, a kind of technology inside the temple? Maybe.
I'll tell you who is the noise reduction for that. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is one of the things of temple.
Uh-huh.
And temple mele, that's called Krishna Sudarshana Chakra, which is
Sudarshan
the
Chakra, yeah, I've seen it.
weapon of Vishnu. Okay.
Yeah, Lord
that
Vishnu.
is a representation of Sudarshana Chakra. And if you go to the temple, and if you stand anywhere, if you are standing here and if you look at that Sudarshan Chakra, it will be like this to your face. If you stand here and see, it will be facing you from here.
Oh.
If you go back and see, it will be facing you like this.
Is it for real?
Yes, you go and experience it.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
And flag, the flag of the temple.
Yeah, it's always flies in opposite direction to the wind. That is really something that even which science even can't catch it, right?
And one more thing I'll tell you, that's a no flying zone.
No flying zone. Where these airplanes and all. Yeah.
So that's under human control. Who will control the birds?
Yeah. Who will control the birds?
If you see the temple, birds are sitting on the top. If you go to the temple, not even a single bird will fly on the temple.
I have this doubt. Maybe the place that the temple built, it might having a different kind of energy, or more powerful energy comparatively to the other temples.
That's a source of energy. That's why it's called Jagannath temple. What is the meaning of Jagannath?
Jagannath.
Jagattina Natha means that's the Lord Krishna, who is the protector or the protector of this entire world.
Lord Krishna.
Yes, that's a Krishna temple. It came out of nowhere. Okay. So there was a Raja in whose dream the Krishna came in and said, before this, Dwapara ended. As soon as Dwapara ended, how it ended? Krishna left his body, physical body. So when he left his physical body, or Pandavas burnt his body. When the body was burnt, only the heart was left. It never burnt.
Wow.
Heart of Krishna was never burnt. It was there. So it was still beating. Okay, the heart. Then they left the heart in the river. That from there it flowed to Jagannath, where now Jagannath temple is there, that ocean. It came there and it stuck on the what do we say? Neem means Bevin suppo, Bevin mara.
Neem. Tamarind tree.
Bevin
Okay.
mara. So to
Tamarind tree.
that wood was there,
Huh.
The heart stuck to that one.
Oof.
And
Mhm.
Krishna came in the dream of this particular raja in that time,
Mhm.
told him, this is my heart is there and there is a wood,
Mhm.
make sculpture, means make a vigraha
Mhm.
of mine, and put that heart in that,
Wow.
and you'll start worshipping. Okay,
Mm.
there are a hell lot of things on that.
Okay.
So the saying is, you heard about Vishwakarma,
Yeah,
the
Vishwakarma,
engineer of
the
gods.
engineer. Yeah,
So he was the one who was creating the Lord Jagannath's vigraha,
temple. Okay.
not temple, vigraha.
Okay. Yeah,
So there,
carving.
so
Okay.
there was a sharat, andre he told the Rani and the king
Mhm.
that ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ್ ದೇವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ,
Mhm.
ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು.
Mm.
ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮೀ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಅವೇ.
I'll stop, doing the
ಹಾ,
carving thing. I'll go away.
ಸೊ ಸೊ Rani was curious, Raja was okay,
Mm.
Rani was curious.
Curious, like what?
See, what happened was, Vishwakarma he came as a old man. He
Mhm.
looked so old.
Okay.
So he was building this vigraha.
Mhm.
So there was a sound on day one.
Mhm.
Okay. So day one he was sculpting. The sounds were coming out. So Rani and King was like, okay, he's doing his job.
Mhm.
So next day the sound stopped.
Okay.
Sound stopped. So Rani was curious.
Like
What
what's happening
happened?
inside?
He was very old. Something might happen. I want to go and check. So she opened up.
Okay.
So as soon as she opened up, he went off.
He went off.
He went because
Okay.
he told,
Uh,
right? He told and he said, I'll go off. So
uh,
he went off. So when he went, what happened was the vigraha was stopped.
uh,
So if you go and see the vigraha
uh.
of Jagannath
It's
temple,
half finished, huh?
it's a incomplete because that doesn't have hands or legs. Okay. But
Okay.
so Rani was like, she was crying a lot. She was like, I did
Oh,
very
I
big
did all
mistake.
this. I'm
Huh.
stupid. Of course, you're stupid.
So but then what happened was,
Yeah.
so what happened was, the again Lord came in the dream and said,
Mm,
no, it's not incomplete, that's how my structure is.
mm.
So keep it and start worshipping it. So
Okay.
till now, every 12 years once, the vigraha gets changes. So
Mm.
they make a new vigraha and keep it, and they transfer that heart from one vigraha to other vigraha. When they
Heart.
transfer that,
Is it still there?
yes, it is still there. When they
I mean,
transfer
it's
it,
hard to believe, but
Hmm.
maybe, yeah.
So when they transfer it,
Mhm.
the entire locations like the Puri's electricity will be cut down.
Mhm.
The priest,
Mm.
priest who is gonna transfer the heart from one vigraha to other vigraha,
Damn.
his eyes will be tied, and his hands will be, because we are a normal human beings.
Huh.
We don't have the capacity to look at it.
It's still there. Is
It
that
is
what you're
still there.
saying? Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, it's really hard to believe.
Mhm.
I would like to ask the audience to, like, viewers to comment something about it. If you guys like know any stories about this heart of Lord Puri Jagannath, and what do you know about it, please do comment. Yeah.
And priest still says
Mhm.
that when he left it, no,
Yeah.
it feels like the rabbit rabbit
Rabbit is
uh, because
okay,
rabbit
that feel.
doesn't stay stable.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
keeps try to jump off.
Okay.
So how that's the power of that particular heart. Okay,
Mhm.
so that heart is getting transferred to other vigraha. That's why if you
Damn.
go and see the temple, that's a different vibe. That particular temple is a different vibe.
Mhm.
Okay, we have hell lot of temple like that where it's hard to believe this happened.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the one thing. And whenever they and one more thing is, that's a neeli dhatu they call it as. Okay,
Neeli Dhatu.
so that heart, particular heart,
Okay.
the one more thing is the Kalki avatar, which is gonna come next. That
Ooh, yeah. I
Kalki
heard a lot
avatar
of
gonna
stories about Kalki. Yeah.
come and take out that heart for next thing, for whatever next
Wow.
step they are gonna take.
Purpose.
For the next purpose. So for
Okay.
that, that's still there.
Mm.
There are so many things which is preserved for Kalki.
Yeah, man, I heard a lot of stories about this Kalki, where this injustice and all kind of things goes to the top notch, and this guy gonna come up and he will come with a modern technology and modern weapon, and he's going to finish it off, right? Even there is a movie happening in TFI where there's Prabhas starring as Kalki,
Mhm.
and it's like, makers are doing it on a huge scale. I'm just can't wait to say it. Like, the guy Nagi is really good with, coming up with this kind of stories. And let's see, how what kind of perception that going to, show in that picture.
Mm.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, since I think it's gonna rain today. I mean, it looks really romantic today. I don't know, maybe, I mean, the vibe is really next level, I must say.